Hi there, my name is Ahmed from Brighton Jeep Pre-Owned, and today I'm very excited to share with you today the Mercedes-Benz GLC 250. What I'm going to do today is showcase the car for you at home so that you can make a more informed decision by using this as a virtual experience, having a look at the car. Now, the Mercedes GLC 250 is a beautiful SUV that Mercedes-Benz introduced only last year, using the same wheelbase as the C200 Mercedes-Benz. What they've essentially done is they've elevated the platform to create a mid-size SUV. Now, what captures your eye at first is that iconic Mercedes-Benz badge, sitting boldly at the front alongside the chrome grille and chrome decals along the front as well, giving it a very sophisticated, prestigious look. You've got front sensors at the front and the LED headlamps with Mercedes-Benz LED intelligent light system with daytime running lamps. This car boasts 155 kilowatts of power and 350 newton meters of torque. It's fuel efficient, plenty of torque, an ideal car to get the family around. What we have here is one of the many cameras fitted onto this car, what Mercedes like to call their 360-degree camera platform. Now, there is 4 cameras around this car, one at the front, 2 on the sides and 1 at the rear, and we'll cover that in a moment. What I'd like to show now is the beautiful 20-inch AMG wheels that come standard with this particular car. So the wheels are a shadow chrome, machined grey, very easy to maintain, and at the same time really dress up the car really well. Now, this particular rim has some minor gutter rash that you'll see there, easily repairable, and it's only about the size of my finger, but it's easily repairable. The alloy wheels are wrapped in Pirelli tyre with plenty of tread. Now, being an SUV, you'll find a grey guard all along the entire car, designed to absorb majority of the debris on the road. So you approach moving forward, you've got the side view mirror with the indicator on the side, and the purpose of that is to enhance visibility for other drivers, but also it does give off a more sophisticated feel for the car. And directly underneath that, you've got another one of the 4 cameras for the 360-degree platform. Now, keyless entry is a standard feature in this car. Getting in and out has never been easier. Locking the car has never been easier. It's as simple as touching the door handle. Now, we've also got the second alloy wheel here, which, as you can see, has not a single mark, scuff or scratch on it, and again wrapped in Pirelli tyre with plenty of tread. As we come to the rear of the car, you'll notice that it has, of course, the rear sensors and rear camera as well. Check this out. Electric tailgate. Beautiful. No more lugging. Plenty of storage space, roughly about 500 litres of space. That's with the seats up. Folding the seats down has never been easier. It simply happens at the press of a button without having to sacrifice the entire back row. Of course, 3 tether points for those child seats and ISOFIX points as well, which we'll cover in a moment. You've got some hooks as well to tie down those loose items, and some additional storage space for more loose items. There's a 12-volt power socket back here as well, just adding the further amenities of the car as well. Now, there is a cargo cover provided as well, which just gives you the same privacy as a sedan would with the boot lid closed. One of the clever things about this particular boot is that underneath is an additional storage compartment, allowing you to lock away those valuables, laptops, jewelry, anniversary presents, whatever it may be. And it is lockable as well. Closing the boot lid is as easy as pushing a button. Moving on to the third alloy wheel, not a single mark, scuff or scratch, and again plenty of tread on the tyre. Let's have a look at the back row. You'll notice immediately that there are genuine AMG mats in the car. The premium feel starts from the side of the door with a plush leather feel with very detailed stitching along the edges. Electric windows, of course, and the premium sound system. Now, getting in and out of the car is very, very easy, and I'm 5'4", but having said that, there's plenty of headspace for somebody who's well and truly above 6 foot. There's a reading lamp on my right hand side here, which can be turned on at the press of a button and turned off, almost like being in a plane. Now, armrest in the center with a storage compartment as well, rear vents, and of course somewhere to store and cup holders, which makes sitting back here almost feel like first class. So, as we're getting in and out relatively easily. Now the flick of a switch, and what I actually personally found unusual was the fuel cap doesn't actually screw in. You just unclip it. Something different. Car runs well on 95 or higher, unleaded. Now you notice a side step here, and this is just designed for to provide ease of access for the car itself. And now for the moment of truth, the cockpit. The door swings open quite wide, so it allows good view of what the door trim has to offer. Premium wood grain finish, electric seats with 3-position memory, heating function, central locking, electric windows, child locks for the windows, and of course electric mirrors with auto folding function. Now along the door as well, there is the Mercedes-Benz scuff plates, which are illuminated in a nice bold white LED light, which really provides a very warm and inviting. You've got the electric park brake just there, automatic headlamps, and of course you've got some functions here as well. Now, one of the features that I myself find incredible is the autopilot, which is this button here. And what it does is essentially, when you're on the freeway and you've got the cruise control set in motion, the car will steer itself, because it has the ability, using the radars, to actually judge the lane markings, and it will keep the car going in a straight line. That doesn't mean you can have your latte and read the paper in the morning and let the car drive. We're not quite there yet, ladies and gentlemen, but we will be. At the same time, you've got some additional safety features, including lane departure warning. You've got parking sensor for the front and rear. You've got the 360-degree camera, which you can flick on at any moment. And of course, you've got the autonomous emergency braking and adaptive cruise control. Now you've got the alloy pedals over there, which really give a sophisticated premium feel to the car as well. And it is a Mercedes-Benz, so it goes without saying. Premium is in the brand, the genuine AMG mats. And of course, a seat that is customizable like no other. You can adjust the headrest. You can adjust the backrest, you can adjust the base, and of course, for those with longer legs, you can adjust the end of the seat. Lumbar support as well, for those that have specific needs. Now, push button start goes without saying, becomes quite the norm in the automotive industry. But getting in, you've got the premium leather wrapped steering wheel, customized with the driver in mind, the windscreen wipers, and of course they are rain sensing, paddle shifts, and of course your cruise control stalk over here. Now there are some steering wheel mounted controls for your phone, for Bluetooth integration, of course, your volume buttons and voice command, on and off. You've also got a built-in screen directly in your line of sight, which I'd like to demonstrate, but I need to shut the door. Customize whether you want a trip computer, your navigation, radio, access to your media, telephone, or your closest service center. It even allows you to access settings. Now, this car has a built-in heads-up display. So there's a small projector built into the top there, which basically will project the speed you're traveling, blind spot alerts, navigation directions, and your cruise control as well, directly in your line of sight. It does make it a little bit difficult to see on camera, but when you book in your appointment to view the car, I'll be sure to show it to you. Now at the same time, you've got the transmission on the right here, or the gear stick to say the least. It's as simple as just flicking the switch and putting the car into the gear that you want. A tablet-style infotainment system, which displays, of course, all of your multimedia, camera, telephone, and of course vehicle settings. Now what's clever about this is you've got the dial in the center here, which allows you to go up, down, left, right, but also if you use your finger on this touchpad, you can actually scroll away just by using your finger. It's incredible. Really easy to use. Volume buttons right next to the driver for ease of access, and of course you've got traction control if you want to turn that off, but I wouldn't recommend that. You've got the driving modes, whether you want to drive it in economical, comfort mode, sport, or for those wild people, sports plus. It just gives you all of the options. It's a beautiful thing. You've got some storage compartments in here, and of course the wood grain takes complete control. It's a very eye-catching, genuine wood grain. You've got the CD player, navigation, radio, media, telephone, and hazard lights. And up the top you've got the dual zone climate control, of course. You've got the temperature on either side, AC mode, whether you want the airflow to be fresh or circulated, the ability to synchronize the temperatures if you'd want to, your rear demister and front demister, and fan speed. It is a beautiful thing. Automatic dimming mirror, and of course look at the hole in the roof. A beautiful panoramic sunroof that's open and closes at the press of a button. Have a look at that. Some vitamin D while you're driving. Absolutely stunning. Of course the car is equipped with 9 airbags, so you'll feel safe all year round. And there are some storage compartments as well with some USB ports and SD card slots. And of course, along the doors you'll notice there are some huge spaces for storage or a 2-litre bottle of water. Plenty of room. You've got 12 speaker stereo. Now, if you have any questions about the car, or just want to get together and have a coffee and discuss cars all together, please do give me a call. But that's it for today. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an absolute pleasure, and we'll check in again soon. Thank you.